Well, this has a couple things to do, not just with Doge, but a trend and pattern that has been happening really since COVID, where VRE counselors or vocational rehabilitation counselors, or VRC is what it's commonly referred to, they're getting burned out. Now, why are they getting burned out? Is it because veterans are now different or somehow unique compared to what they were like before? Or is it because something new has occurred? Well, I can tell you, after knowing a lot of Vietnam veterans, I can tell you that the veterans today are a little bit different than the friends of the Vietnam veteran class, because they were spit on and everything else happened to them. So they're not terribly happy, and had to fight with the agency quite a bit to get their benefits. And we're really, in many ways, standing on their shoulders as veterans today, because Vietnam veterans, had to fight not just in that war, but since, just to get their fair shake after 4 decades, right? So we're standing on their shoulders. So what is happening? Are veterans changing? No, I would say veterans are becoming maybe more even collegial than veterans from the Vietnam era. But what is happening? Okay, well, here's the deal. It's not Doge. What's really happening is, since COVID, they let everyone go home, right? And in addition to that, so people are not working in the office, or haven't been for a long time, at least in the normal way they used to, which was you had to go to work to clock in and clock out at the regional office that you're assigned to, right? This is how it used to be. So you'd go in, you'd get that collegial environment within VRNE, or whatever program you're really working in, and you're working together to try to resolve certain issues. Well, everyone went home. And so how does that affect training? Well, training is, I can tell you as a business owner, much more difficult when you're not in the same room or in the same office as the other people that you're attempting to train. So that would tell me that training quality is lower. Second, we have a lot of policies that have been implemented with the advent of the new M28C that came out a few years ago. And the M28C has just been radically updated at a much faster pace than the old M28R. And so what we're seeing is, first, counselors not being in the office to get trained, so the new folks are not getting trained the same way. Second, we have these policies that are being rolled out, and veterans are not, or I should say the voc rehab counselors are trying to learn them, but they have diminished quality of training, coupled with a lot of new policies that are not, these are not regulatory program or policies rather, but these are just internal policies that VRE still is required to follow. And they still generally adjudicate veterans' claims against these. Not the regulations, not the statutes, but these.